And hello there. I just want to say welcome everybody to our Mighty Ducks after show. My name is Nick, and with me I have Matt.
aka the Minnesota Miracle Man. I don't know how I didn't think about that right off the first episode. I feel ashamed with myself.
I don't know why. Brady always has a hard time in the locker room. I'll tell you. Every single time, whenever I tell him, look, Brady, you need to go on ahead and we need to go on ahead and form this team and everything, and he just won't listen to me. He's always crying to his mom, always asking me, why can't I form this team? What's going on here? And I always tell him, Brady, if you just went on ahead and had a little more courage and ate your Wheaties, you would actually do 100 times better out on the hockey stick. But no, he just goes on ahead and whans to his mom and just tells his mom, look, you're the best teacher ever. You're the best coach ever. But no, that does not even help our game performance. As you saw on the last week's episode when we ended up losing badly, but not so badly. We actually scored a goal. What did you think about that?
I'm very, very impressed with the goal. You guys did very good. I mean, you totally, completely surprised the Ducks, and not anybody can say they can do that. But I do have a question. Is Bombay really that big of a jerk?
To be honest with you, I thought I was given the best love advice ever because I was in love with that girl, and let's just put it this way. Best value, Coco, Ace Ventura was not the best choice for her. So, I'm glad that she actually chose someone that's like me, but that's not me. But that's okay, though, because in a couple of years, I'll get a girl just like that, just like her, and it'll be all right. But yeah, Bombay was a little bit of a douche canoe to me, but that's okay. I'll grow up. I'll be a strong, athletic person and have abs. Hey, Rainer, how you doing? Quack, quack.
Okay, Nick, so why don't you take us through the events of this week's episode?
Okay, so as everybody knows, I'm the podcaster, and I decided to go on ahead and give my few details. I told Brady, I said, you know what we need to do? We need to go on ahead and get the girl that's on the Ducks team because that's the only shot that we have at winning. So what did we do? We went on ahead. I put it into her head that, hey, we'll end up scoring more based off the analytics that I found on the phone. And you know what she did? She went on ahead and said, no, I don't think so. I'm good with the Ducks and everything. So she just went on ahead, ice skated her way back over to the Mighty Ducks team and everything. And then, Brady went on ahead, formulated a date with her. I thought the date went pretty well and everything. But although the waitress was kind of awkward because she thought it was like a first date, but it wasn't a first date. You know what I mean? You know how it is back in those days whenever it was like a first date, but it wasn't really a first date, but it was a first date. But anyways, back over to Brady and them having pizza, which I wasn't invited to, but it was nice for them to go ahead and have pizza. So, what did you think about that? Did you like the pizza?
I did. I thought it was a very, very cute scene. It's kind of a little sneaky on his part, ordering the pizza and it being the jersey. I understand. You know what? He really is the true captain of the team because he's willing to give it up to get to the best player, and that is one of the things the captain does is he sacrifices for the better of the team. I really liked that.
I really did. I admired him for doing that, to be honest with you. I thought for sure that we weren't going to get her, but I'm so glad that she decided to go ahead and sign with us, even though she needed consent with her parents. But, we didn't think about that at first, that she needed permission. But that was an accident on our part. That was just the fine print in between everything. You know how contracts are. Yeah. But, it was good to actually know what Bombay was actually going through during that time. Because we had 100%. No idea.
I thought it would have taken a little bit longer before we got there, but now that we know what happened, I'm like, okay, now we can actually move forward with Bombay as a character in this life.
Exactly, but it didn't happen so slowly for me. It happened really fast, because I was there when it happened. So it was pretty fast paced. Yeah. But yeah, it was definitely shocking to know that that's why he quit. Why he went on ahead and quit playing hockey and everything was all because of the fact that, he ended up giving money to someone that was actually in need. And I thought that was actually pretty admirable to him. But then he ended up finding out that he ended up breaking some rules and regulations.
Which is 100% true. Actually, those rules and regulations do exist, which is unfortunate. But, it sucks that, I know I get it storytelling purposes, but it sucks that, the college wouldn't have been able to, like, okay, we see what you did here. We'll let it slide this one time.
Exactly. You see, I thought that with Bombay and everything, I thought that it was actually going to be Charlie. I thought it was going to be someone from the past that was going to come back and destroy him or whatever. But it wasn't. It was just, it was just something that happened with that. Did you feel like that was forced, or did you feel like that
No,
was
it doesn't, because I can understand why something like that would embitter somebody,
most definitely?
because you're trying to do the right thing, but then by doing it, you're unknowingly putting everything at risk, and you lose it all. So I understand why he said the "I hate hockey" and stuff. He turns out he didn't really mean it, but I get it, because you're hurt and you lose something like that, because he said it. I can't coach anymore at the collegiate level. It's like, damn.
Most definitely. And, I thought for sure that it was going to be something much deeper, but, I'm glad that it was actually about that, not something that was prior to the original Ducks.
Yeah.
So that makes me really happy. That wasn't anything that Charlie did or anything like that. And, I thought it was a very good episode. I really felt like, it was about heart. It was about feelings.
Mhm.
It was about what do these kids do now as far as winning and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And Bombay writing the play down was really good.
Yeah, this episode was about, funny enough, something I need to realize in my personal life, but it's finding the person that you truly are deep down inside and letting that come out. In this case, for the female hockey player, it's just like, no, you actually belong with it. Don't bother. For Nick, it was realizing that there is someone out there for me.
Exactly. That's how I actually felt too, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Whenever that happened. And then also too, I also like how Bombay came up to me and was like, "Hey, you know what's great? Filling up these cocoa cups and everything, because that's what everybody needs is cocoa." And I didn't care. I was just looking for my water bottle, and just happened to be there was the girl that was dating douchebag Coco Chris or whatever his name was. So I just went on ahead and I just talked to her and consulted her, and she just, even though I know that I don't have a shot with her, I was just trying to be there for her, and just trying to comfort her and give her some advice.
Nick, we've all been there. I know you left the water bottle behind, so you just talked to her. Come on.
Well, shucks. I knew it was there. I just want to see if you knew it was there. That's all.
Oh yeah. So, what do you think of Coach Alex's progression as a coach?
I think she's going to improve. It goes day by day with coaching. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
1 minute you're over there holding hands with everybody, singing "Kumbaya," giving out participation trophies. The next minute you're actually trying to do some coaching. And I feel like that, within the season, I think that she's going to do really well.
Mm.
It just takes a little bit of edges that you have to just iron out a little bit to the point where, she's going to get there, but it's just going to take some time and some regression. And I think Bombay is actually the key to help her out with that, especially whenever he helped her score us a goal, which was really surprising. And then all of a sudden, these other douchebag Ducks decided to go ahead and ended up hitting Brady for no reason. Brady didn't do anything.
Those are technically game misconducts as well, and they should have been possibly a suspension for the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but I digress. So you were the only person that was on the bench for that goal. How did you feel about that? Would you rather have been on the ice?
I'd like to be on the ice, but also too, I'm also a podcaster, and I thought to myself, you know what? It's okay for me to sit here because I can actually think of other ideas while I'm watching them. And then after that, I thought, I can actually edit my stuff and then put it in with my sister and my dad, even though he's kind of lame at what he's doing, but he's there. But I thought that him scoring was really great. I thought Brady really brought his A game.
Right on. Yes, he did, and he showed. He may have been the weakest player on the Ducks, but he definitely showed his skill on that spinorama, that beautiful toe drag spinorama. To check.
I'll tell you what, that spinorama, I wish I was on the spinorama, to be honest with you. That would have been fantastic, just me knocking down everybody. That would actually make me feel like I had a load of hair, just like the other guy from Canada.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
And I can just flap my hair like this. And nobody would. But I don't have a good set of hair like that. I have very short hair.
No, but I'm calling it now. You're going to score a goal by the end of the season.
I know I am. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to make sure that I score that goal.
Yep, they're going to pull a Goldberg on you.
Yep. Speaking of which, I thought that we're going to end up improving our goalie pretty soon. I think that he's going to end up progressing through the season. I think, he's been a gamer for so long. He just thinks that everything's a video game. So he's just over there just pressing X on his little, his his glove, hoping that he would actually catch a goal. So I'm hoping that it works out for him.
Yeah, and one of the things about building a hockey team is generally, yes, you want your scores, but you have to start from the net out. So easily, the first person you do have to work on would be Coop.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's what I told Brady too. You need to work on Coop. Coop is the one that we're going to end up having to pretty much strap him down like Goldberg, and just let the pucks just keep on hitting him until he gets it.
Yeah,
because life's tough. Grab a helmet.
He's got to learn that it's okay to move when somebody shoots the puck at you.
Just like I do. I move out of the way whenever I see danger.
Yeah. That reminds me, how are you feeling after that massive check against the Cardinals, the one that knocked you down on the ice?
I felt like total crap. I thought that I could actually take him down. I wanted to take him down, but I didn't. Because you know why? I'm a don't bother. And don't bother at all.
I like that philosophy. So overall, what did you think of this episode?
This episode, I have to say, is one of my favorite standouts of the episode. It has a lot of heart. It's very driven. You can actually see the pain and the emotion that Bombay was put up with everything, though, whenever it goes into his lifestyle and things like that about why he hates hockey. And then also, too, you're also seeing a standpoint with the mother, though, too, with Brady's mother, where she's trying to understand from his perspective, and they're all trying to get an understanding from each other and trying to learn from each other, which is something that I really liked about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm with you. This was the best episode so far of the series. It did, because it really displayed all the heart and, like you said, the emotion and the reasoning for why Bombay is the way he is. It works for me. Yeah, and no, I'm happy to see where everybody's progressing. I'm happy they finally have Sophie, I believe her name is.
Yeah, Sophie.
Hopefully on the team if she can get her parents on board.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Sophie's parents really do sign her, because I think that she would actually give a certain level to the game. I had a feeling, though, that Brady would actually be tackled down by the Ducks because, that's just cliche stuff. Brady gets knocked down. Next thing you know, here's his other girlfriend that might come into play to save the day for us to go and have another teammate. So I'm hoping that this actually works out.
Yeah, I think yes, it will. I think you need to see maybe one more piece, maybe, but I think it's going to work out very well by the end.
I think so too. I think something's going to happen with the mother, to where she has no choice but to sign. It's going to be like how, for example, when Bombay went on ahead and saw that the other teammate was playing for another district, and how the districts changed to where the what was the other player's name?
Adam Banks.
Adam. When Adam was playing for the wrong team, that's when Bombay went and said, "Hey, look, he's playing for the wrong team, so he really should be playing for District 9." And
so you think that's going to play a factor into this, because it doesn't really appear that districts are a thing anymore.
I don't think the districts is, but I have a feeling that something big is going to happen to where the mother has to move her over to that team. Maybe something happens within the team itself where it starts changing to where there's a split. Because think of it like this: they already got rid of Brady, so that tells me that there has to be some type of shift in the in the team itself. Some type of division has to happen in order for her parents to sign.
Okay, and so for next week, do you have any insider information?
I think so. I think that what's going to happen is this. I think that the Ducks are going to wind up telling her mother, "Hey, look, she can't play for us because she's going up against everything that we're saying." Yeah, we, the Don't Bother scored one goal, but one goal is bad, and then she also let us score. So what more can we do? So I think that's going to be where she winds up, where the coach is going to wind up telling her, "Look, we can't accept you or your daughter anymore because she winded up letting Brady score a goal. So therefore, she's going to be out."
And now that Bombay has removed the no hockey sign, do you think we're going to see him a little bit more involved?
I think we're going to see a lot more of him involved. I think Bombay is going to end up helping out Brady's mother, because Brady's mother actually needs a lot more help than anything. Don't get me wrong. I can only do so much, because I can only do so much in a day, and that's going to take a lot of work. And I can't play hockey and help her. So Bombay's going to have to be the ticket.
So before we sign off, I have a question for you. How do you feel about the gentleman who's stepping in for you at the broadcast booth?
To be honest with you, my father, he's great, but he's not me. He's kind of lame. He's, what do you call it, boring?
Yes. Yeah, because you said it was just as exciting as tax season.
Yeah, and I don't know much about taxes. I'm only 10, and even I know that that's boring adult stuff. Just give me a hockey stick and let me play, and that's all I care about. And give me my podcast.
Okay, well, on that note, we'll be definitely keeping an eye out on next week to see how well you do. So, Nick, where can everybody find you?
So, Nick, anyways, that's me, Nick. So you can actually catch my friend John on his channel at Movie Lovers Unite on his YouTube channel. Go on ahead, like and subscribe over there. You can also donate to his page by going to www.gofundme.com/Movie Lovers Podcast. Then you can also go ahead and give us a like on Facebook at Movie Lovers TV Lovers Unite over there underneath the same brand on Instagram and also to Pinterest. And then of course you can go on ahead and follow him on Movie Lovers Unit over there on Twitter, and then also too underneath the same brand, even though I don't like that name. But you can also follow him on Stereo under Movie Lovers Unit. That's not very good for Disney. Then of course I'm gonna be grounded after this. So then of course you guys can go on ahead and email him at movieloversunite@gmail.com. And of course, go for all your human needs and wants by going to www.movieloversunite.com. That's where everybody can reach me at. Now, where can everybody reach you?
So you can find the Minnesota Miracle Man over on, the Shows of the North YouTube channel, as you're seeing here. You can also find me over on the Media Sweaties Network on several shows over there. This weekend, I helped co-host Speaking of Schmodown, so you can, on the JCast Network, you can just find me there. And I also did two separate nights, night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania over on Wrestle Reel with those gentlemen, where we did a live watch of WrestleMania 37, so you can definitely check that out. Fun time was had by all. I think by the second night we were all a little loopy, so there was definitely some joking around going. So you can definitely find me there. Thank you very much for watching this review. Sorry it's a little short. It's just that's life sometimes. Yep. So you can definitely find me.
Sometimes you just have to grab life by the horns and just go at it.
Exactly. So on behalf of myself and on Nick and John, who's in the background, we bid you very farewell. Stay sweaty, smash cancer, and quack quack, everybody.
Quack quack.